Mike, as far as I'm concerned, this is by far the most important part of the whole ship, the kitchen, where the magic happens. I love this.
This is where all the magic happens, like you say. We are in the chef's table, which is unique to the Vista class. We have it here on the Horizon as well. And I'm very excited to have you here, not only on the Horizon, but in the chef's table.
Yeah, well, I can't wait to actually taste the food they're going to prepare for us. Now, one thing I wanted to ask you about, Carnival, Carnival Corp, Carnival, major brand, massive organization, and you have been performing unbelievably well. So let's talk to the Canadian agents a little bit about how they've been supporting the brand.
Well, I have to tell you, the Canadian travel partners have been amazing, and we had a record 2018, and in large part due to our support, the support of all of the travel partners in Canada. It was by far one of the most robust years we've ever had, and we've seen close to double-digit growth on what was an enormous year in growth in 2017. So we want to thank our travel partners in Canada for all of their support.
Double-digit growth.
Double-digit
That's
growth.
Unbelievable.
It is, and we're turning the year into 2019 more fully prepared for another year than we have ever before in our company's history. So a lot of thanks goes to our partners in Canada.
Talk to me a little bit about the sales organization, because as far as I understand, now you are streamlining across North America. So how does that benefit the agents, and why did you decide to do that?
Well, we took a North America approach simply because in the past there was the delineation. It was Canada and the US, and we know that our travel partners perform very similar to our travel part in Canada that they do in the US, and so we saw a lot of synergies that we wanted to use, not only with our sales force and our sales team, but with the travel partners as well. We wanted to share best practices. We wanted to make sure that our travel partners in Canada were learning like our partners in the US, and everyone had the same opportunities. So we are now known as North America and no longer Canada and the US.
So no borders.
No borders.
When you look at Canada versus the US, I am adding a little border here, but I just want to look at penetration in the marketplace. What differences do you see?
Well, we certainly have a lot of room to grow in Canada, and I think just by what we've seen in the past years with the close to double-digit growth, that we were certainly on our way, and we expect to see that growth to continue into 19. We're providing the product on both the East Coast and the West Coast that our travel partners in Canada can support. And so we're really looking forward to another great year in 2019.
Thank you for having us on the ship. I have to tell you, this has been my very first Carnival experience, and not what I expected. I'm impressed. I'm impressed with the service. I'm impressed with the food. Everything has been wonderful. So now I'll probably be impressed with this amazing wine you're serving me.
And I want to thank you too, because I'm such a fan of Open Jaw.
Aw, thank
I'm a
you for
huge
that.
fan of the pink couch, even though we're in blue chairs today.
Yes.
And obviously a big fan of yours too. So we are thrilled to have you on board the Carnival Horizon, and showing our partners in Canada a little bit about the Horizon, and also learning a lot about Carnival in general. And by your comments, that means a lot to us. So thank you.
Thank you.
This is just an example of some of our great staff on board that always with a smile, very warm and friendly.
You know, Mike, that's what I noticed immediately. There's a friendliness which isn't forced at all. And I don't know how an organization as large as Carnival manages to do that. That's difficult.
Well, I'll tell you, it all starts at the top with our president, Christine Duffy, and then all the way to the top of the ship. The hotel director, Pierre Camilleri, has, and all of our hotel directors have a culture on board that is team. It's teamwork. Decisions are made by the team. The team works as a team. They figure out how best to make sure the experience for the guest is the best, and there's no intimidation. And so you find happy crew, happy guests. So it makes a perfect combination.
Is that what I'm supposed to do? I only have 4 staff, but I always think that I should be frightening them to perform. So you're telling me
no, your way or the game way.
Yeah, exactly. No, but it really, really shows, and it's appreciated.
Great.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for recognizing that. That's nice. Thank you. Here's to a wonderful relationship and a great 2019.
How lovely, Mike. Thank you so much.
Cheers.
Cheers.